Hey friends, today I'm about to dive into some real talk. This may ruffle some feathers. In fact, I'm pretty sure you might get a little upset, but hey, I am here to help you sell your home faster for top dollar. So just my disclosure is it's all coming from love, a place of love. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. There's a juicy bonus tip at the end, so stick around. All right, let's kick things off with something that just drives me nuts. And it happens to me quite a bit. And that's sellers who stick around during showings or open houses. Now, seriously, my friends, this is one of the biggest turnoffs for a buyer. Imagine walking through a house you might want to buy, and the current owner is just like there. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable, and it can really be a deal breaker. Now, I get it. Your home is probably your biggest asset. And like the idea of leaving it alone might make you super nervous and uncomfortable. Just trust me, hanging around during an open house does more harm than good. Buyers want to picture themselves living there and not feel like they're intruding on your space. You know, if you really can't stand the idea of leaving, hide your valuables. And put a few cameras up around so you can keep an eye on things remotely. It's a lot less creepy and it gives buyers the freedom to explore, to open things up, look around a little bit without feeling like they're just being watched. Now, speaking of cameras, we've got to address something. I'm speaking for me and other realtors, I think, right now. And that is sellers who use them to micromanage their agent. One time I was in the middle of an open house and I started getting texts from the seller. She was reminding me to mention the kitchen handles, the view from the back porch, and it was so distracting and annoying. It honestly shows such a lack of trust. You know, if you hired me to sell your home, it's because I know what I'm doing. I've got this. If you're constantly texting or calling during a showing, in that case, it's not just frustrating, it could make me less enthusiastic about showing your home in the future because my focus isn't going to be on the person looking at your home. You know, if there's something important that you think that maybe I've missed, sure, let's talk about it after the showing, but during, you gotta let me work my magic, okay? Please? All right, this one's a biggie and I see it all the time. And this is sellers who do not depersonalize their space. Now, look, I'm sure your family photos are beautiful. That collection of diplomas on the wall is so impressive, but buyers just don't want to see them. They want to imagine their own lives unfolding in that space, and that's hard to do when your stuff is everywhere. The best advice I give my sellers is go through your home with a fine-tooth comb, remove anything that screams, this is somebody else's house. So take down photos, clean out everything, clear out clutter, even like look in the back for any flip-flops or tennis shoes lying around. When buyers or other realtors ask me, does anyone even live here? That's when I really know that we nailed it. Oh boy, let's talk about pets. Now, I love animals, I really do, but they do not belong in the house during a showing. I had a buyer who was really excited about a property and then they saw the seller's dog just roaming around. Now, this poor buyer had a traumatic experience in the past with a dog, and the sight of one made him so uncomfortable, they ended up leaving without hardly seeing any of the house. So here's the thing, if your pet, and I'm sure it is the sweetest thing in the world, but if it's got 4 legs, it's gotta go. You know, not everyone is a dog or cat person, and don't even get me started on the smells. You know, yeah, your home has a smell. Buyers will notice. So do everyone a favor, make arrangements for your furry friends to be elsewhere during showings. All right, I know this may sting a little bit, but your house has a smell. Now, it could be from pets or teenagers. Yeah, they have a smell. Or just maybe it's just everyday living or cooking, but whatever it is, buyers are going to notice. And if it's not pleasant, it could immediately turn them off. So just here's my advice, open the windows, wash all the bedding, make sure everything is as fresh as possible. Get air going, get those air fresh, the plugins, whatever you need to do. But there's just nothing worse than a buyer walking into a home and being hit by an odor. What is that? They can't identify it. And they always start kind of thinking what else is wrong with the house. And that is not the impression you want to make. All right, now I know a lot of you have opinions about paint color, but let me save you some time and just paint it white. I promise you, white is a safe, neutral choice that appeals to almost everyone. It's clean, it's fresh, and it allows buyers to envision their own space, their own style in their space. I've never had a buyer walk into a home and say, "Oh, why did they paint it white?" But I've gotten plenty of buyers walk into a home and they were totally turned off by really bold or trendy colors that it just didn't fit their taste. So just skip the debates, pick a nice white. I've got a few favorites. If you want a suggestion, just drop me a comment, but just call it a day, white. This is a no-brainer, but you need to be on top of this. You'd be surprised how often it happens. Sellers not picking up after themselves. Now, buyers notice the little things like a grimy oven, a smelly sponge by the sink, or, trash not taken out. Now, these details seem minor, but they can make a big difference in how your home is perceived. Before every showing, do a quick sweep of the house. Make sure everything is clean, tidy, smelling fresh. Buyers are gonna really appreciate your effort, and it could be the thing that tips the scales in your favor. Now listen, I am here to sell your home, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make that happen. But I'm not your housekeeper, and I'm not here to clean up after you. When I arrive for a showing, the house should already be show ready. That means clean, everything in its place. I showed a house the other day, and the sellers hadn't even made the bed. There was dirty dishes in the sink. There was clothes lying around. The family I was showing it to were just kind of in and out really quickly. Make sure the bathroom is clean. I'll do my part to make sure your home shines, but I need your help. We're a team, and that means you've got to do your part to keep your house in tip-top shape for every single showing. You never know which one is going to be your buyer. Now, I get it, as the market slows down, it's natural to start worrying and wondering if there is maybe more we could be doing to market your home. But here's the thing, a well-prepped house that looks great online, it's the best marketing tool there is. If your house isn't selling, it's usually because of one of three things. It's overpriced, it hasn't been on the market long enough, it's taking a little longer to sell houses now, or it just doesn't shine online. You don't have great online presence and video and photos. Trust me, I am doing everything I can. I'm doing a ton of marketing to get your house in front of as many people as possible. But beating me over the head with marketing ideas, it's just not gonna change the fact that the market is what it is. You've gotta have patience, and preparation is key. Now finally, let's talk about price. Then we're gonna get to my bonus. But every seller thinks their home is probably worth more than it is. It's human nature. I get it. We just came out of a crazy market. I understand. But overpricing your home is one of the quickest ways to turn buyers off. If they're working with a savvy agent, they know the market. They know what your home is worth. If your home has been sitting with no offers, it's time to get realistic about the price. Now, I know it's hard to hear. I want to sell your house, if not more than you do. But overpricing will lead to frustration and disappointment. So let's work together. Let's find a price that's fair and competitive so we can get your home sold without chasing the market down. Now, here's the bonus I promised. If you found a home that you love and need to sell yours, make sure your house is already on the market or under contract before making an offer. It's so frustrating for everyone when a contingent offer comes in and the buyer's home isn't even listed yet. You probably won't get it. If you're serious about buying, get your house on the market. You'll have a much stronger offer, and you won't waste anyone's time, including yours. Time is your most valuable asset. Anyways, that's it, folks. I know some of this was tough love. I'm sorry, but it's all in the spirit of helping you sell your home faster and for the best price possible. Now, if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, if you have any real estate questions, feel free to reach out. I would love to hear from you. Leave any comments or questions, and I will see you soon.